At just 25 years old, football superstar Kylian Mbappe's estimated net worth sits at roughly $180 million. During his tenure at Paris Saint-Germain, he commanded an annual base salary of 70 million euros, bolstered by loyalty bonuses that pushed his total contract value to a historic $630 million. In the summer of 2024, at the peak of his physical prime, he moved to Real Madrid. This chart shows the surprising result of that move. Instead of securing a raise, his annual base pay dropped from 70 million euros to roughly 15 million. On paper, he accepted a 70% pay cut. This massive wage reduction represents a sophisticated corporate restructuring. He traded a heavily taxed club-controlled salary for a model built on equity preservation and total brand control. Traditionally, Real Madrid maintains a strict 50-50 split of player image rights, a Galactico rule that forces even the biggest stars to surrender half of their off-field earnings to the club. This diagram illustrates how Mbappé shattered that precedent. By retaining 80 to 100% of his own image rights, he effectively seized the majority of his own commercial pie. Total control over endorsements from corporate giants like Nike, Hublot, and Oakley allows him to pocket an estimated $160 million in annual commercial installments. To bridge the gap further, his team negotiated a signing bonus between 85 and 150 million euros. Amortizing that sum over his 5-year contract raises his actual annual take-home pay well above his previous Parisian salary. These partnerships prioritize exclusivity over volume. His horological deals, for example, often involve limited runs of just 200 units, driving his market value into the ultra-luxury tier. Prioritizing rights ownership and amortized bonuses is a more resilient wealth strategy than relying on a salary. It moves the power of monetization away from the team and directly into his own family-led investment office. Through his private equity holding firm, Coalition Capital, he is now accumulating institutional assets rather than just collecting endorsement fees. In late 2024, Coalition Capital acquired an 80% majority stake in the French Ligue 2 club SM Caen for an estimated 20 million euros. To oversee the club, he installed the CEO of his own image rights company as president and tasked his father with running the youth academy. They are managing the acquisition as a vertically integrated talent incubator. Most elite players focus on licensing their name to external brands. Owning a football club establishes him as a stakeholder in the industry's infrastructure. It creates a self-sustaining asset class that remains productive long after he retires from the pitch. Despite his massive liquid wealth, his personal liquid wealth is surprisingly functional, emphasizing privacy and security over social displays. In Paris, he preferred the flexibility of leasing a penthouse. In Madrid, he moved to capital acquisition, purchasing a 12 million euro mansion in the ultra-secure La Finca neighborhood, Madrid's most private gated community. His garage houses millions of dollars in high-performance hypercars and Ferraris, vehicles he technically cannot legally drive. Mbappé famously does not possess a driver's license. For daily transit, he relies on a full-time professional chauffeur. Rather than using his exotics, he often travels in low-profile utility vans and Audi wagons to maintain maximum privacy in public. Even his use of private aviation is calculated. Long-range jets serve as mobile recovery environments, protecting his physical health and ensuring strict security during a global commercial schedule. Every lifestyle choice is optimized for privacy and asset preservation, avoiding the speculative spending traps that routinely deplete athlete wealth. This entire corporate architecture is overseen by a family office led by his mother, Faiza Lamari. They have integrated social initiatives directly into the enterprise through the Inspired by KM Foundation, using the same professional discipline applied to his contract negotiations. The foundation has rapidly expanded internationally, from funding to his high-profile heritage visits in Cameroon. These projects are often supported by his corporate partners, such as the Accor Hospitality Group, allowing him to convert his commercial influence into global social capital. By prioritizing image rights and equity ownership over a traditional salary, he has established a financial architecture that will sustain his influence and wealth long after his playing career ends.